let me tell you guys a story. So around a year and a half ago, me and my business partner decided to pivot from real estate to the yachting industry. And we were very bright. We had this huge idea. We knew the system worked because we've done it in real estate. And we thought, why wouldn't it work in yachting? So we approached multiple different brokers and we kept getting the same objection. We'd be excited to show them the system, what we're doing, and how it could help them. And then they'd say, well, this would not work in our industry. You're trying to sell toys of the rich in the yachting industry, not houses, which everyone wants. And I mean, it made sense back then, but why not try? We knew this works. And the point of the story is sometimes the things you least expect to work are the best things that'll get you results. So today I'm going to be showing you how to run Facebook and Instagram ads that convert and that we have seen convert. And this system is what we use to get our clients 2 to 3 interested qualified leads every week. The reason I put it in bold is because this is one of the biggest objections or problems brokers have, which is I need quality leads, not just leads. I also will be having a series on quality leads, so just stay tuned for that. In this video, I'm going to be showing you every step of the process and how you could set this up. And here's some results we've seen from working on this before. This was a buyer campaign, so we're actually getting buyers. And we got 10 leads in just 1 week, by the way. This is a span of 1 week. And in fact, I could sit here and just say, yeah, we got 10 leads. Look at us, how amazing we are. Remember how I said qualified leads? Out of these 10, maybe 5 were qualified or 6. I forgot how much. Now, out of those 6, 2 of them wanted to buy right now. The others said in the future. So they're in our pipeline. We're reaching out to them. We're following up with them. But 2 were genuinely ready to buy. And one had the $4 million budget. The other had a $2 million budget. So you could truly see this gets good results. Now, this is another campaign we ran for listings. And we're actually on 4 leads right now. But you can basically see here 3 leads in just 1 week. Now, again, I could sit here and say, oh, look how amazing we are. We got 3 listing leads in a week. This is the best system ever. But one of them had a $50,000 yacht. Not ideal for our client. So he got out of the pipeline. One of them had a $500,000 yacht. And one had a $2.2 million yacht. Those 2 were following with them. And I think one of them is about to sign a contract. So that's really good. Now, let me dive straight into the system and how you can implement this. So there are some prerequisites you're going to have to focus on, and believe me when I say this, these are the biggest things that will define your results. Not the actual setup of the campaign, but the prerequisites you have to go through. First is a lead magnet, second is the marketing strategy, and third is your ad copy and creatives. So, first of all, your lead magnet. This is something of value you're going to give for free in exchange for a lead's contact details. This could be anything from a free part of the process to something like a free consultation. You could think of it as a reason for the prospects to click on your ad and want to work with you. And most people think of this as just giving a partial solution. It's not a partial solution. It's an entire solution for a niche down problem. I'll give you an example. When you're trying to sell a yacht, you have to make sure it's clean. You have to make sure any problems are fixed, or you could sell it with problems, but that would be cheaper, or you'd have to sell it for cheaper. But what you could do to offer to your, let's say, potential listings is I'll give you a free detailing of your yacht, cleaning of your yacht. I'll do free mechanic services on your yacht if you list with me. And that's a free lead magnet. And so they'll follow through with it and have a reason to work with you. Next, you have the marketing strategy. So this is pretty complicated, but here's a simple thing you could do, or just steps you could follow. First of all, describe your ideal prospect and their interest, like every little detail. What yachts do they own? Are they interested in luxury yachts? Are they interested in low-end yachts? And this will help us later very, very much in our Facebook targeting, which I'll show you in a bit. Is he a boat owner? If you're targeting listings, is he interested in high income stuff like traveling or brands or stuff like that? Or are they more like middle class families? Just in detail describe your audience and make sure it's as detailed as you possibly can. Now I won't be showing you our entire strategy and what we use, because then there'd be no point of even having a system for our clients, but I'll show you how to craft one up. Next, copy and creatives. I always recommend the Alex Hormozy style copy, which is you have a call out. So you call out your ideal audience like yacht owners, or if you're targeting a specific yacht, sportfish owners, sailboat owners, and just target them so that they read this like, oh, this is me. Or if you want to work with a specific area, Miami boat owners, Fort Lauderdale boat owners, and then you could call them out and they know, yes, this is speaking to me. Then you're going to give them value. So in the middle of your copy, you're going to give out value that they would find valuable and they trust you with. After that, you're going to have a CTA or a call to action. Fill in this form below to get your free yacht appraisal. Reach out now so you can get free mechanic services before I list your yacht, something like that. Also, just so you know, copy is basically considered the text that will be on your ads, not on the image itself, but on the text before the ads. And next thing, creatives must be done probably by a professional. Like, we always recommend getting a graphic designer. What we do in house is we do just reach out to people on, let's say, Fiverr or Upwork, and we just hire like a freelancer or a contractor who is a graphic designer to do these for us. And here you have to decide on your ad angles. This is essentially a mix between your lead magnet and creatives. So you can have multiple different ad angles to call out to your leads in multiple different ways. Now I'm going to show you how to actually set up the campaign. And to do that, I'll go over to Facebook. So once you're in your ads manager, click create, and then you're going to have to choose what you're trying to go for. Now, 99.9% of the times, it's going to be leads. Any of these other stuff are just not useful for you. So you're just going to hit continue. If you want to name it, you can just name it. We usually go for a naming convention like this. So who are we targeting? So let's say seller leads. Then underscore, if you're running multiple campaigns, you're going to say main. Then these square brackets, and you're going to write what you're using inside. So I'm going to show you an example for lead form. So I'm going to do that. Hit continue. And your campaign has essentially been created. Now, if you want to choose any of these, you can use them as your category. For example, if you're getting buyer leads and you're trying to sell them on a loan or a financing, you're probably going to have to choose credit. Other than that, you probably won't have to choose any of these, so you can just ignore that. And then for the rest of the campaign, it's all simple. Just hit next. Now, here is the fun part. You're going to have to choose what type of conversion you're going for, or what type of leads. Lead forms or instant forms essentially means that leads will come in, fill out a form with their name, information, any questions you might have to ask them, and then hit submit. Once they do that, you can then get the lead form and you can reach out to them. Website means you're sending them through a funnel. Messenger, again, they'll just text you through Messenger and you can just have a conversation. Instant forms and Messenger, it's a mix of both, so these two mix together. Instagram, same thing as Messenger, but they text you on Instagram. Or if you want to send them straight to calls, you could do that. We actually don't recommend this because a lot of scammers end up finding your ad and just call you up. So we always recommend instant forms or websites. Let's go forward with instant forms. So you choose your Facebook page right here. I'm just going to be using mine. And yeah, you have to accept the terms of service, but I won't because I don't have to. I'm not actually going to run this campaign. Now, after here, you don't have to do anything. Just make sure it is maximized number of leads, not a number of conversion leads. And scroll down, and now you're going to set your daily budget. This is how much you want the ads to spend every single day. You could set this as low as, I believe it's... Yeah, okay, you can set it as low as you want. We recommend not going below 10 to 15. Let's just say 20 for the beginning. Next thing you're going to have to do is, let's say you want to schedule, or these you can just completely ignore. Now, location. You're probably going to have to edit this. You're just going to have to choose which cities you want to target for. Let's say Fort Lauderdale. We have a lot of brokers from there. Choose it. Let's say you also work in Miami or the entire East Coast. You're going to have to add each and every city one by one. So let's say Jupiter. You know what I mean? Just keep adding different cities until you have all your targeted areas. You can add Palm Beach, whatever. I'll just skip through this. You get the point. Search locations and add them. Now, Advantage Plus Audience, we don't recommend you use it because we're in a very, very niche type of industry. So you're going to have to switch to original audience options, and they're probably going to recommend you not to, but still go for it. And remember when I told you you're going to have to define your ideal audience? This is the step that really comes in handy. So let me go there, make sure our locations are saved. All right, so now age. We usually always go for a 25 and above, but you could go for 35 and above if those are the ages that you work with. Gender, if you find that most of your clients are males, choose that. Most of them are females, choose that. Or you could put all genders. Now, detailed targeting is where it gets interesting. Here is where you're going to narrow down your audience so you could truly target the people who would be your ideal clients. So if you see your estimated audience size is 4.6 million, that's huge, especially for local businesses, which yachting is considered. So what you're going to do is you're going to add something that people or your ideal clients would be interested in. Let's say luxury yachts. Yacht. And then here's the trick. You click suggestions and just see what, okay, yacht, maybe, yachting, yacht club, boats. You can also experiment by adding stuff like, let's say, luxury resorts. Because if someone's, like, let's say, going for a luxury resort, they probably would have enough money for a yacht. So first class travel, same thing. If someone's flying first class, they probably would have enough money for this. Luxury vehicles, you can make this as broad as you want or as narrowed down as you want. Let's say marina, motorboat, sailing, personal watercraft, whatever. Now here's something I recommend, by the way. So as you know, it's now 2.2 million. It's still a huge audience size. What you could do is essentially add more or narrow down your audience. So what this means is see this box here? Everything that's in the box is considered or. So Facebook will show you ads to people interested in first class travel, or people interested in luxury resorts, or people interested in a luxury yacht. Now, if you were to add no more and narrow down your audience, over here it becomes an and. As you can see here, and must also match. So let's say I added here yacht. They have to be interested in yachts, or their profile should have cookies that point to yachts. Now what's going to happen is your Facebook will show your ad to people who are interested in first class travel and yachts, or luxury resorts and yachts. And essentially it'll start coupling this with one of the things here. And you can add maybe multiple ones. So let's say luxury yachts, which I actually always like adding here. Luxury yachts, and let's say boating as one. Maybe we could just do that. Boating, and now they're going to couple all of these with all of these, and those are the audience they're going to show your ad to. Now we have a 1.1 million audience size, which is pretty good, not bad. Now what we recommend is start narrow, so maybe go deeper than 1.1 million, and then start going broader and broader and broader. Don't tick this, because we don't want Facebook to sort of make our audience broader right now. Maybe later on in your campaign, when you're speaking about optimizations, you might have to click this. For now, it's useless. You could just save the audience as well if you want to use it between multiple campaigns, but I won't have to save that. Now here's another thing. This is very controversial. From what we do is we actually go manual placements. Most people say that just leave it for Facebook to decide, but I don't think that's good, because you got to realize these platforms always optimize to make you spend more. So for example, Facebook video feeds, Instagram profile feed, and Business Explorer will leave it. Those are useless. In-stream ads, use this. Search results, use this. And the only thing we're going to leave is stories and reels and these. You could also remove Instagram and Facebook reels if you like, but I like keeping them because many people are on reels right now. But essentially, these are the options we want. Stories and reels, these, and feeds, just some of them. So now once you finish all your targeting, you're going to hit next. And here's where your copy and creatives come in. So you can choose single image ad or carousels, and then you're going to add media, add image, and just choose the ad that you want to show. Let's say this is an example. Okay, this is one of the ads we actually ran for our own campaign, but we're going to hit done, and now you can see the image right here. Then you're going to have your copy added here. Now, I can't really show examples of copy because obviously I don't have one ready, but you're essentially going to write copy following Alex Hormozy style, like I mentioned previously. Call out value CTA. Then you're going to paste it over here. Now, the last thing you're going to have to do is the destination. You're going to have to create a form. Now, I've never used a template, so I'm not going to do that, and I'm just going to hit create a form. Let's just call this seller lead, just like the campaign, underscore, and then here you basically add either generic if you're asking no questions, or detailed if you're going to ask some qualification questions, which is what we're doing. Then you're going to have add an intro. I always use the image from your ad as the background, and as a headline, just this completely depends on what you're doing. For example, it could be claim your free appraisal today, and then as a description, fill in your details for us to reach out to give you your appraisal. Obviously, don't copy this because I'm just making some stuff up. Genuinely think about this, make it nice, make it welcoming so people genuinely like your form. Now, for the questions, we get rid of full name and then we add first name. Oops. We prefer to add first name, last name, email, and then phone number. These are the 4 information we need. And as additional questions, we actually have a few. So let's say we're going for listings, we might ask, what's the make, model, and year? So what is the make of your yacht? You might have another one that's what's the model of your yacht? Obviously, be sure to add question marks. The list goes on and on. Just whatever you want to ask, add here, and people will have to answer these before they can move forward. So you could pre-qualify them. Privacy policy, add whatever your brokerage's privacy policy is. So just add the link here and then say privacy policy. And as a message for lead, just say, thanks, you're all set. We usually also send them to a booking page so they could book in a call with you. So that's what I'd say here. Click the link below to book in a call now. And then they could just book in a call by clicking that. You're gonna have to add a website. You can also have call to action as book a call, so they can claim their appraisal or their lead magnet. After that, you're gonna hit create form. I can't really do that because I didn't add privacy policy or a link, but once you hit create, it's going to show up over here, and you can just click it, and that'll essentially select the form of this ad. Now, we always recommend you have 5 different ads with 5 different creatives, so be sure to have multiple different ads. Use the same form, unless you're testing out forms, then probably use different ones. But essentially, that's the entire system and how you could set up your own Facebook ads. Just the next steps after here is set up a funnel, especially for booking in, or if your targeted audience or your basic, what you're optimizing for on Facebook is 4 funnels, you're probably gonna have to set it up beforehand. I do have a video about funnels coming soon, and also about lead magnets. I have a training on that also that probably will be released tomorrow, November 11th. So just stay tuned for that. And awesome. Hopefully you get this campaign set up and just truly get the results. If you want this implemented for you, you can book in a free marketing consultation or just check out our free course here. It'll all be in the description, but for now, see you later.